Hello, Srinivas. Good evening.
Yeah, hi Jyoti.
Yeah, hi, Srinivas. Um, just waiting so that everybody can join, or I'll be starting the session so that they will go through the recording. Okay, let's get started. So yesterday we have seen the web resources in the JavaScript, and also why we want to go from the business room to JavaScript, and also from there we have to update the web resources and the library, and how we have to include the execution context. So everything we have seen. Let me just share my screen for I can show you again quickly. Let me know once my screen is visible.
Yes, it's visible.
Yeah, thank you. Um, so whenever we want to update or add any web resource on a particular form, we just have to go to that entity from the customization, and then from there you have to open the main form or whatever the form. If you have created your own form, that is custom form, then you have to open that custom form. So here I have not created any custom forms. Whatever the system generated forms, that only I'm using. So in the main form, I'm updating my web resource. So yesterday we have created one web resource called customer registration JS, and that I have included in this form properties section. So here first we have added the library, that is web resource customer registration events, and then here inside the event handlers we have gone through the onload event only yesterday, right? So yesterday what we have discussed, for the form level we have two types of events, that is onload and onsave. And when it comes to the tabs and fields, that is on change. So here you can see event tab state change, and the fields, when I select the fields, on change, right? So whenever we change something on a particular field, for example here the what is the control that I'm selecting, customer name. So whenever on UI level customer name get changes or modified into something, then whatever the functions that we will add on this event, that function will get triggered. Okay, this is what we have discussed yesterday. So as I mentioned, the tabs we can check later. So today, so yesterday we have completed onload with just one getting the value of the attribute. Okay, we have not any data manipulation, just the getting the value of the particular attribute on the customer registration form. If you can see it, so we already and we have also discussed about the execution context and the form context, and how we will be getting the attribute value, and what is the alert here in the JS. Okay, this is what we have discussed, and today we will be checking more of like what is attribute and what is the control, like for example an on save event as well. Okay, so before that, yesterday I told you like we will be creating a new entity every day. So today I'm using this description to create my new entity. So I'm using Copilot only, so instead of just creating all the fields by myself, so I'm using the Copilot here so that my job will be easy. Create event booking entity with fields, event name, event date, attendee name, and here I'm saying look up to customer registration. So attendee name data type will be a lookup, and the target entity is customer registration. And status fields data type is an option set with these options: registered, cancelled. Only these two we have for now. Okay, I'm selecting generate, and then let me quickly open the customer service workspace app to add this table onto that app sitemap. Okay. And I come here and I'm opening the app. I'm updating the site map here. This is the customer registration, and here the registration group, and I'm adding another group called event booking. Okay, and under this I'm adding sub area entity event booking. Okay, now this event booking entity will be available in the sitemap of the LUIT app. And, uh, okay, this is my event bookings with this sample records. And if I open it, event name is a text, more event date, customer registration is a lookup, and status is a option set value. Okay, this is what I wanted. And yesterday, while getting the value, I have mentioned from the form, we are getting the attribute, that is the logical name that we are using here is LUIT email. So whatever the attribute is having the logical name as LUIT email, that value we are fetching. Okay, this is about the attribute. But we have one more thing. So for example, yesterday we are working on this one, right? So if I open this one, and here we have two things. First one is getting the value, and the other one is setting this field as visible or not visible, right? So if you observe closely, first one I'm talking about the data that I'm inserting inside this field, and the second one I'm talking about this entire field that should be visible or not. Okay, this is so both are different, right? Functionality wise. So here value can be anything, right? Get value can be anything, but when I'm setting visible or not, so that is related to the control that we are having, whether it is a lookup or the text field or the date field, whatever it can be. Okay, so if we want to just show and hide kind of things, then we will use the control. And if you want to do data manipulation, for example, setting the field value or removing the value from this one or something like that with the field values, then we will be using the attribute. Okay, so the control will also be the same syntax. It will be using email control equals to form context dot get control we will use. Apart from that, everything is same. So same here also we should provide the logical name of the field Okay, so this is how we'll do. So let me take an example how we can do it. Okay, maybe okay. First, I'll explain on save so that I can show an example of on save and this control as well. So it will cover both the things. Okay. So yesterday we have seen on load. We have added our function on load. Okay. Today I'm going to add one more function on save. Okay, this is one function and I'm going to create another function for save. Okay, so before even explaining this one, so here we have two things, save and save and close. Normally, whenever we change something on the form, it is okay to just save or save and close because if we are further checking something, then we will just save it, the record, and we'll see the further checkings. Otherwise, if you just want to go back, then we will do the save and close. Okay, so these two are different save operations. Okay, for now, just remember this one. So whatever the save on save event handler that you're going to use, for example, you are adding one function on the on save, then it will trigger on all the save operation. It doesn't matter whether it is using this, or if you are navigating back, then also the automatic save will happen. At that time also it will work. The save op say it that will, I mean, at that time also it will trigger. So it doesn't matter wherever the save is happening, in all the places that trigger will happen. So we have to be careful on save what could be the functionality. Okay, so this is the save events on the form. And if I Huh. So why we even want to go to the save on save event here? We have already seen on load whenever we are loading the form at that time. Yesterday what we have tried is just getting one attribute value and show it in a alert. Okay, so we already have that on load. So why we need a on save event? So whenever we are, for example, I'm modifying this value to alias dot uh, example or something like that. Okay, and I'm trying to save it. And here you can see by default it has this one, enter a valid email address it is saying. So why? Because it has the validation on this field and it's saying it is missing a at the rate. Let me use another field. Okay, for example, here I might be using so many. It is getting saved. So here you can see I just randomly provided some number and I'm able to save it, which is wrong, right? Because in the records, this person is having a wrong mobile number. Maybe by mistake the customer might have provided, or while creating the record, admin might have provided the wrong number. So we have to alert them saying you have not provided the correct number. So if the record gets saved, no, then they'll not have an option to check in a hurry or something like that, in by mistake or something like that. They will not uh, observe this mistake. So what we have to do, we have to prevent the save. Whatever the save, when we click the save, this record is going to update in the database, right? So database, so that should not happen. Okay, for that one, what we can do, we can include our functionality in the on save function and we should prevent the default save of this form. Okay, mostly to prevent the save functionality to validate something and based on that result, we can prevent the save operation of the form. For that reason, we will be using on save events. Okay, I hope I'm clear. Any questions till now? Okay, then I'll proceed. Okay, So here I have on save and I'm checking email values. Instead of that one, I'll get the phone numbers logical name. Was customer registration. I have two. Oh my god. So today I have created one customer, sorry, event bookings, but here I have mentioned customer registration, so it took another customer registration entity and it created another one. Okay, that's fine. We will use ours only. Customer registration and the columns. And what is the phone number? LUIT phone number. Let me open this. If you don't provide the correct logical name, it will not work. Okay, here it is. And I'm copying it here. Okay, now the data type of this one. And it is phone number. Data type is single line of text. Just a second. Okay, what I'll do here, I'll check uh, length of this text field so that I'll validate whether the length is 10 or not. Usually we will be having 10 numbers only, right? So I'll be having, validation with my mobile number should have a length of 10. Okay. And here we get value and I'm checking if mm, oh sorry. Okay. Phone number dot length equals to 10, not equals to 10. Then what I'm going to do, I want to prevent the default save option. Okay, so how can I do that? That is an out of the box action. Save is nothing but that is not custom thing that we have performed, right? It is from the Microsoft directly. When we select the save, it will get saved anyway. So how to prevent that one? So again, this execution context will have get event orgs, which will have the details about this save operation as well. So I'll be using this one. Execution context of get event orgs. Okay. 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 So now what I'm doing, now I have to get the save mode out of this get event orgs. Now I'm getting my save mode back. Save mode. So we do have different save modes. You can refer to the Microsoft documentation that maybe we will be adding as part of your classroom materials. So there you can check it. So we have different save modes. So one means save, record save normally, and two means save and close click. Okay, that way we have different. Okay, I'll be providing the documentation so you can just check there. So here I am just using 1 and 2 because that is on the form level. So for now I'm just using the save mode as 1 and 2. So first of all I have to fetch the save mode of my current event. So whether I have done save or save and close. So that details are available inside this event ops. Event ops dot get save mode. Okay, this will have that value. And hmm, okay, for this I'll have another one, but for now I'll check another if condition here. If save mode equals to 1, then what I'm going to do, I have to prevent the default save option. So this is also under this only. Just don't get afraid. So this is same across wherever you want to just prevent the default save operation, you should just use this one. Okay, prevent default. Okay, this get event aux holds the all the event details, and from there I'm getting my save mode of my current event, and also I'm preventing the default save of my event using this prevent default. Okay, what I'm saying, if I'm just normally saving the record, just to prevent the default. Okay, let me use another condition here. And phone number dot length. Yes or no? Maybe same mode. I'll let you know with another example. If phone number dot length not equals to 10, then I'm not saving the form, and I'll give an alert saying, so before even stopping the save operation, I'm just giving one alert. Please enter valid phone number with length 10. Okay. Okay. So this is my on form save function, and this I have to add so this web resource is already I have added here. So all I have to do is I have to add the event handler. So on load I have added this library with this function. In way I have to add on save as well. Okay, the library and the function that I'm going to trigger on save of the form. Okay, on form save and enable pass execution context because I'm using the execution context there, and click OK. Okay, save it and publish it. This is a mandatory steps that we have to perform all the time whenever you are making some changes to the form properties. Okay, and before that we have to publish this web resource. Okay, now I'll go back to this one on customer registration. Okay, here only I have added me. Okay, fine. Okay, on the does not exist on formula. The resource method does not exist on form node function. It's already there. What went wrong? So it's saying web resource method does not exist, but we already know that the web resource method on form node is already present here, so we might have missed some braces or something. Here and function on form node. Okay, then we are having actively. So it's always better to go with the code editors only, IDs only. I don't have one with my personal laptop, so I'm not able to write my code in the code editor. But it's always better check there because it will right away give you the errors if you have anything before even adding here. Because here you can say I'm using execution context, but every time I type, it might have some mistakes. So if you are trying your code in code editors, then it will right away show you that this is not what you are adding. Okay, always better to try it in code editor and instead of directly trying here. Okay, what went wrong here? Dogs event, GetSet and email phone number and this one. Okay. This is for this one. This is for this one. Yeah. So I'll just give me a second, guys. I'll just get my so try again. Hmm. Still going. Let me create another one, maybe. I don't know. No, okay. Okay. All right. Yes. Hmm. Now let me add that as well. So this is the disadvantage of using this one directly. It will not even throw you an error if you are not using a correct syntax also. So here I have mentioned small c, so that is the reason it was giving the error. I hope it will work now. Okay. I'm missing. Just a second, miss. I'm sorry. Function non-form load. Non-form save. Okay, let me just remove my onsave from here itself. We'll create another web resource and we'll add our function there. I'll check why it is giving. Usually we can add so many functions within the same web resource, and from there we can call it. But I'll check it why it is throwing the error. I'll just add another web resource for this one. Oh, sorry. JavaScript and customer registration. Save events. Okay, now, now we have to change the form properties as well, because we have not added our web resource. Now I'm going to add my library. On save events, and this is not my hands. And on save, I'm just going to remove this one. I'm going to add my function here. Okay, pass expression context. Oh, sorry. Save events. Okay. I should select the proper library and then my function and pass execution context. Save it. Publish it. Let's see. Okay. And now I'm trying to just save the record with this much length. Yeah. This method does not exist. So definitely something wrong with our code only. So that is the reason it's saying it doesn't even exist. Function on form save execution context dot get form context get event docs. Okay. And save mode event aux dot get save mode. Get attribute LED dot get value. This is the reason. Let me add this. Let me add some alerts so that I'll know until where it reached. So I'll just confirm this one because I don't know whether it is even hitting this or not. What else I'm missing here? Okay, on save events and on form save. Function on form save execution context. Fine. Bear me for some time, guys. I don't know why it's failing. When I just started simple function also. Finally on save game, and this is getting saved because I have not added my condition to it. Now something is wrong with this condition, so that is the reason it is failing. If phone number dot length. We'll check length not equals to 10, or I'll go with this one. Because I'll go with this one for now. Controlize. Sorry. There is a spelling mistake. Even see, though you have the spelling mistake, it is saying web resource method does not exist. So it's always tricky to see why it is failing. So better to use Visual Studio or Visual Studio Code to make changes. Hey, again. And it will not provide you the exact output as well. Error also. It will say answer. I'm sorry, I'm wasting so much time here. Do I have a mistake? I don't have. Here. Link not present. Just bear with me some more time, guys. I'm sorry.
నేను రేపు మధ్యాహ్నం 3 గంటలకే అనకాపల్లి కోర్టుకి నాకు తెలియదు ఏంటి నాకు అర్థిస్తే ఇప్పుడు నేనేం వ్యాపారం హాలో పట్టుకొని తిరుగుతున్నా ఆ విషయం నేను కూడా చెప్పలేదు ఆయన 2:30 తర్వాత ఫోన్ చేయరు ఉదయాన్నే 10 గంటల నేను రేపు వచ్చేసిన కాదంటే 10 గంటల వచ్చి 2:30కే అన్నాం
Link the phone number 15 is coming. The light is not checking.
ఇప్పుడు వచ్చింట వచ్చి అట్లా కూడా అనుకోలేదు ఏమైనా అప్పుడు ఇచ్చినాను చెప్పి ఫోన్ చేసి అన్నీ చెప్తా ఫోన్ నువ్వు చేద్దామని చెయ్యి పెట్టి చెయ్యి కొడుతా లేచింది ఫోన్ చేసింది అంటే నాకేం చేయలేదా
I'm going to start this one.
అందరికి సాపెక్కడ ఉంది సాపెక్కడ ఉంది ఎందుకు కార్యం ఉంది అదృష్టి జాతకం నిజంగా అదృష్టానికి రావాలి నానే దొరకదు నువ్వు నిజంగా అదృష్టం అంటావా కేసు కంటే రావట్లేదు ఎవిడెన్స్ ఆఫ్ ఎప్పుడు పెట్టు దాన్ని కండక్ట్ చేసి దాని కంటెంట్ చేసి ఆమె లాగ్ అయిపోతే వాళ్ళు లాగిన్ అయిపోయి లోపలికి వెళ్ళిపోతారు నీ ప్రాపర్టీ నేను జరిపోతున్నాను కానీ నా దౌర్భాగ్యంలో నాకు
I'm just trying working on piece per piece so that it should work. Now what I'm doing, event of Control C, Control V dot prevent default. I hope the spelling is correct. Okay.
బాబు నాయన వర్షమంతా నేను అందరూ తీసుకెళ్తాను రావడం చెప్పి అవన్నీ తీసుకెళ్తాను అది జూనియర్ నేను రావాలి కదా మా ఖాళీ చెప్తారు దాంట్లో ప్రభావం పడలేదు
Length of phone number 15, save should be prevented. Okay, let me try with a new value and we'll see whether it is getting saved or not. It is unsaved. Oh, sorry, I don't know what happened. The same code only I was using, but somehow I think there might be some mistakes. But here is the one. Yeah, here we are doing, we are just checking the length of the phone number and it is a text field. So I just directly use the length. And if I'm saying if length is greater than 10, then just stop the prevent this default save mode. Okay. And the save mode, right? Let me show you the save mode also. Phone number, length of the phone number, save should be prevented. Now I'll give the save mode here so that you'll see which save we are using. Okay, save. Publish. Now I'm changing this to 7 and trying to save it. Length of phone save should be prevented 1 because I have selected this save, so it is 1 and it didn't get saved. And I'm clicking this save and close, which is a different save operation. Save should be prevented 2. Okay. I'm just showing you that these operations are different. There might be some requirement saying like based on the save mode also we should prevent the default saving. Okay, based on some field values or something. Okay. Now 70 came. 70 is nothing but save and new. I don't know why it came now. Okay. So this is about the save and how we will be preventing the default save operation. Okay, if it is everything is fine on our form, whatever the logic we are having, then we will be going ahead with the whatever the save we are having. Otherwise, we will be just preventing the default option here on a save. Okay, so let's move into the code again. And here what we have discussed at the starting of the session, get attribute is to get the field value. But do something on the controls, then what we will do? Okay, for example, I said like say showing the field, I mean setting the visible or not visible. Okay, let me do this way. If phone number is length is greater than 10, then I'm saying I'll not type it again. Okay, Control C, Control V, form context dot get control of this dot set visible true. Okay. So in business rule also we have this one, right? Setting visible show and hide. But here set visible. This is a syntax which is like the fixed one. Whenever you want to set or set visible true. True means it will be visible. False means it will not be visible. Okay. Any dots here? I know I'm going very slow today. Any questions till now? Okay, then we can continue. So get control dot set visible, and whether true or false we have to mention. So it's already visible on the form. So I'm using false here. So I'm saying if length is greater than 10, then this control should not be visible on the form. I hope with this example you know what is attribute and what is the control here. And go back. And you can see that phone number field is not visible. It got hide. Okay, just refresh it again. Okay, it will be a loop. Continuous. Okay. And yeah, so I only added set visible false, but if this operation is completed, then if it has to be visible again, then somewhere here with other condition, we should mention that it should be visible true. Then only we can change the length of the phone number, right? So maybe once they are done with this one, with the other conditions, we can add that condition as well. Okay, so this is one thing, and same way we have multiple to do with this control. So let me try another one. I'll just comment this one for now. And I will be using disabled. So tell me, what is this set disable is in disable true. I'll use this one. Okay. So in business rule, we already have this one set disable, nothing but lock or unlock the field there. And here it will be like it will not allow us to change the value of this phone number if length is greater than 10. Okay, and please observe that I'm using get control because I'm not doing the data manipulation, rather I'm making changes to the UI control. Okay, so that is the reason I'm using form context dot get control, and I'm saving it. Publish here. Okay, then go back. Okay, you can see I will not be able to modify the value again. Okay, so this is the set disable. So this way with the controls, we have so many, like what are all the things we can try on a control. We do have so many options. The document, as I mentioned, the Microsoft document we will be providing. So please check all the options with the examples. For example, right now what we have tried, set visible and set disable. Only these things we have tried. So please try on your own. Just add one line, and one line. So you'll get so many set label or set notification. So this way we have multiple methods under this get control what we can do for the AI control. So try on your own. So it will be very fun. Okay, so this is about the get control. And now, so we are clear what is the attribute and what is the control. And now coming back to the form again. So here we know how, okay, we only get the value. So we can set the value also. Instead of just get value, we'll use just set value and mention the value, what value we have to provide. For example, here if phone number dot length greater than 10, okay. I'll just remove this condition for now. I just don't want this lengthy. And there's also alert I don't want. And get value. And here I'll simply just set the value of this phone number attribute. It's already here. I'm just taking this one. Phone number. Okay, it will not work because it is having get value. So I should use this only. Control C, Control V. Dot set value. Okay, and whatever the value that you want to provide. For example, here it is a phone number field. Let me try this way. So I'm just using this way. Okay, so as this is I'm assuming that this is a text field, so directly I'm just giving the value. Okay, at same way, for example, not only the text field, we have a lookup fields also on the form, and these are all the text fields, and date fields also we have, and option set fields also we have. So it's not I mean it's not same for all of them. Dot set value, and if you want to, for example, I want to set a value of option set value option set field to the phone instead of email. So is it okay to just add the phone instead of the number here? No, it's not. So for the different data types, the fetching and setting the values will be different. So that we'll check now. So let me just first try this one, and we can move to the option set. Okay, each data type will have a different way to get and set the values. I have removed the alerts. It is still giving alert means the web resource didn't get updated properly. Okay. Let me try and save. On save length, it's still giving. I think I have removed those alerts, right? All alerts I have removed, which means it didn't get updated yet. Okay. Yes, it did get updated. And you can see the phone number got updated with 123456788. Okay. So this is the way to update the text field. Then what about the option set field? So here option set is nothing but the choice field. Let me show you how it will look like so that you'll get an idea. So here, what is this? Preferred contact method is a field name. This one, choice field. And here we will be having a different choices with label and a value. Email with value this, and phone with value this, and none with value this. So for example, this is the attribute. So I'll say form context dot get attribute of preferred contact method dot get value. So what value I'll get? Not the label, but value I'll get. Okay, this value I'll get. Option set value, not the label. Okay, so first let's see how, how we'll get this one. Where we have this. Where we have the logical name, advanced option. Okay, come here and is this. I don't want to waste my time on typing. Phone number. Contact method. Get that bit of preferred contact method. And I'm adding it here. From context of get attribute of element dot get value. And here I'm saying alert contact method. Here. Okay. Now see what is the value that we are getting. Refresh it properly.
సరే పొద్దున్న తెచ్చుకున్నాలే
తీసుకో తీసుకోమని Yeah, seems to be everything is correct. I want to save it here. On that method, form context dot get attribute. Field contact method dot get value. Contact method. Okay. Then why it's throwing error? Now it came. I don't know what went wrong. So here you can see again. I'm just changing it, saving it. And on alert, you can see contact method 18148 and 000, which is the value of this one, email, which is present on the form. Okay, what we have get is not the label, but the option set value, integer value. Okay, to get the label, what we can do, we can use, I'll use in Notepad itself. Okay, instead of get value, we can use this dot get selected option. Okay, this is the new, this is a function for the option set control. Get selected. This will only work for the option set control only. Okay, get selected option. And now using this, using this one, I'll get the label as well as the integer value. The value as well as the label. So in alert only I'll write alert label is selected option dot text. Okay, it will give us the label. And the same way, value is selected option dot value. So the value we can directly get it from here also, get attribute dot get value, or we can just get the selected option and then from there we can just get this way. Okay, let me just add it there. And save it. Label, email, and value is this. Okay, this way, if you want to get the email label, then you should use the get selected option dot text. If you want to use the value, then get selected option dot value. And please remember this, whatever the syntax that we are using, this only applicable for the option set value. If you are using the same for the text, then it will throw us an error. Okay, so this is for the option set. And then now see, let's see for the lookup as well. So lookup is nothing but what? It's a another record, related entities record, that we are pointing here. So if you just select here, it will open another record. So this record has the grid as well as the from which entity it is coming. For example, owner can be from user. Mostly it is from the user only, right? User or teams. So here I should provide, for example, if I want to set the email, owner record here, then I should provide the from which entity record you want to set and what is the grid of that one. Okay, these details I should provide. Otherwise, it will not know. By simply just providing LD for admin offline, it will not know, because this is a lookup and it is expecting an entity name as well as the grid, so that it will point to that record. It's not simple text or something like that, but it is another record. So we have to provide the entity name and grid of that record as well, and the name. Okay, let's see how we can do that. So here I'll just remove this alert, and then where owner equals to form context. So this is same. You can just copy paste it. And just get the owner ID. Okay. Okay, dot get value. Okay, first let's see what it will give us the value, and then based on that we'll try to fetch the remaining details. First we'll see what it is providing. Okay. Okay, let's see what it will give us. Save, unsave, label. Oh, it's still giving label. I have not removed. I have removed, right? Let me just refresh it again. Hmm. I published it, right? Hmm. Here you can see object. So this is a owner lookup field. So it will have a three properties as I mentioned.
entity name of the record and GUID of the record as well as the name of the record. So those three are storing in an object. So if you are directly trying to get the value as you are trying to get it for the text, then it will give you the object. So from the object, you have to get the values. For example, right now, this is a single object only because here we are only having one lookup. So what we can do, directly we can fetch it using this way. So owner of 0 dot, I'll show you like how it will looks like while executing this backend. Okay, then you'll get to know why I have added 0 here. Okay, dot id and then see dot name entity type. Okay, these are the three things that we have within that object, and we are trying to get them in the alert. Let's see. Okay, save it. Let's go back and refresh it. Okay, now let's see what we'll get. On save and owner, the ID, meaning LT for admin GUID, and then name LT for admin, and entity name is undefined. Entity type only I have given, right? I might have given the wrong way. Entity, capital T I have not provided. That is the reason. It is saying undefined. Okay, so this is how we will fetch the lookup values. It's not directly get value, but after the get value, so it will be like storing the three values inside that object. So it is only having one object. So that is the reason I have directly used the of 0. But if you have multiple, then it should be through loop. But now I'm just having one record only. So I have directly used this owner of 0. I mean, at first index, whatever is present, that only I'm getting. That is ID, name, and entity type. And this object contains these three. So I'm getting these three. Okay, this is the how we will be getting the value of a lookup from the form. Okay, and type. Okay. So now how to set the lookup value. So I'll just complete this one so that tomorrow we can continue with the rest of the things. I'll just complete how to set up the lookup value as well. So as you can see, we are when we are trying to get the value, we are having these three values. At the same way, if you are trying to set the lookup value, then you have to provide these three properties, then only you will be able to set the lookup value. So let's try. So for now, I'm just using I'll be using the hard-coded value because I have not yet told you about the fetching, how to fetch the UPI using the UPI. So for now, I'm just using the hard-coded value, and therefore is only one we have. Let me just use anything. A builder. Fraud on site. I will show owner and victim, that is fine. Contact method doesn't hold the required privilege, it doesn't have the privilege. Elliot day. is a team. Okay, let me use this one. I hope this has the privileges. Let me quickly add some privileges so that I can just set that value. Otherwise, it will throw an error because we are trying to set the owner of a record. So it should have the privileges. Then only the owner will get set. So I'll quickly just add that one in editor. Team. Editor. Basic rules I'll provide. Okay, now it is getting set. Right. Team ID is this. Entity name is team and ID is this. I'm just directly using the hard coded value. I'll let you know how to avoid this one as well. But for now, I'm just using this way. First, we'll have to create one array, lookup value equals to empty array. Then we'll have to add the items in it. Lookup value So what are the three properties? ID, name, entity type. Okay, these are the three I should provide. So ID is this. Name is this. And entity type is team. Okay. And now I'm going to set this value. Form context dot get attribute dot dot set value. Now we can directly pass this lookup object whatever we have created. Okay, let me copy this one. Okay, now it will work because it's an object and we are providing all the three properties of lookup field. Okay, okay, let me save this one. And before that, I'll use another one, that is fine. I'm sorry, it's too late for you guys. Okay, this is the last one. We'll just conclude after this one. This is already having LUIP div, so I'm just using another record. I'm using Bob and LT4 admin is the owner, and now I'm just saving it. LUIT div. Okay, this is how we will set the lookup fields. Okay, whatever the entity type here, this field is only accepting user or team. So I'm just providing the team here. If it is user, you can provide the system user here. and whatever the name of the record and ID. So today we have seen how to set it. So uh, this is not a good way to good practice to just provide the hard coded value. But later on we'll see how to avoid this one. So later we'll check how to avoid this one as well. Okay. So maybe tomorrow we'll check more about this one. So sorry for the today delay on save. It took so much of time. So thank you everyone. It's already late. Maybe the remaining things we'll check tomorrow. Thank you. Whatever the study materials for this Microsoft learnings that we will be providing. Thank you.
Yeah, Jyoti, once more.
Yeah, Srinivas.
Uh, uh, as we are learning like business rules and JavaScript,
Hmm.
these things in real time scenario where we are using, uh, is there any examples or any like 2, 3 examples we can able to get it in real time?
Okay, like real.
Means
Hmm.
if suppose you are working, so
Mm-hmm.
somewhere you are using this JavaScript, and
Mm-hmm.
where you have used it, where you have used on business rules and JavaScript, which situations and uh, what tables or entity level you have used that scenarios.
Okay, so as already mentioned in the yesterday session itself, so business rules we will be using when there is a simple task. For example, we have got one requirement, business requirement, and they want us to, for example, here, if the registration date is less than 6 months, then set this is verified value as true or false, something like that. Okay, so it is just a customer registration record for the business, and based on this value they want us to set this value. Okay, they are just business, and from the development team we have to provide the solution for them. Okay, so this is not the single record that they'll be having. So for all the customer registrations, wherever the registration date is less than 6 months, then is verified should be false. Okay, so that when we got that requirement, first what we will see. So in easiest way, what is the easiest way and the out of the box way? Okay, obviously the business rule. First we will check with the business rule because that don't requires the coding. Okay, first we will check that one. If they are asking for some extra steps, for example, based on the owner also, we should, the registration date and also owner. Otherwise, if we have, tomorrow I'll just create another lookup so that I can explain clearly. But for now, just consider this is another lookup field, and is verified should is depends on the registration date as well as the owner field. So based on this I should set the is verified field value. So inside this field value what we have, maybe the business unit, let's suppose say if the owner's business unit is LUIT dev and registration date is less than 6 months, then only set the is verified as false. Is it possible to achieve through business rule?
No, out of the box is not possible.
Huh, because what we have in the business rule designer, it's just that conditions we have, and based on this condition, if it is yes, then we are just setting field value or show or hide or lock or unlock. So that kind of actions, direct actions we have, simple actions. But related entities data is not possible with business rule. So if their requirement is only simple, like whatever the fields that are present on the form, based on that, set some field value or show or hide or lock or unlock some field value or show error message. If that is like straightforward, we'll go with the business rule. Otherwise, if they are asking extra, like the complex scenarios where you have to check the owner's fields as well. So here owner fields or the record is different. Like it's not present on the customer registration form. We'll have to go to the team or user based on this record. Okay, in that scenario, we will be using the JavaScript because there we can use the coding. So I have not tell you it like how to get the related entities here in the JavaScript also, because all we are doing is getting the attribute and setting the setting some control changes, this UI control, how it will work, that only we have seen till now. But there is a possibility to get the related entities as well. Maybe that we can check tomorrow. Okay, slowly we are going. Okay, so right now, whatever these two sessions we have, so I have just explained about the event handlers only, and on the form, what are all the attributes that we are having, how we are doing the data manipulation, and how we are changing the UI control. Okay, so this is the only thing which is also possible through the business rule, that only we have checked in JavaScript as well. Okay, the next step we can do is how to get the related entity using the JavaScript. That maybe in the later sessions we can check. Then you'll get an idea. Okay.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah. So we'll try to check with. I think Harish is providing the assignments, right? So if you start doing that one, you'll get a more idea. So if you just start doing it one, when you get to the real time projects, then you'll definitely easily understand what you have to do when a requirement comes. Okay, I hope this clarifies your question, right,
Yes,
Chilvis?
yes, good. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. If anybody is having any other questions, okay. If not, we can close the session. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.